Hey, happy Wednesday. I don't normally come to y'all on a Wednesday, but I'm sitting here painting my nails. They match my sweater. I didn't even mean for that to happen. That's actually very cool. See, I did Peeps Lavender. It's the last color I used. This one has a really imaginative name. It's just Peeps Blue. That was a Friday at 5 o'clock name right there. It was 5 o'clock on Friday when they came up with that name, didn't they, Pumpkin? Punky Doo! Sick of my shit. So I just got an email and I am mad as hell and I have to tell somebody. Now I have a plan B, plan C, plan D. Okay. I had a what if for this situation. I just didn't think I would need it, but apparently I do. Now let me explain what happened. Okay. I bought a gaming laptop on Amazon back in November. Back at the beginning of November, I bought a new Asus gaming laptop. Now I have another one just like it that I use, but I've had it for a little bit, and I was going to give my old one to my younger son and get a new one for myself. So I bought a new one, again, like I said, back in November. Now it was during the holidays. I got it, and I just stuck it under the bed. It was still in the box. I didn't do anything with it. I just stuck it under the bed. I didn't get it out until around the beginning of January. She's just listening. Look, just listening. You're listening. Shut up. Anyway, like she's so concerned. Okay, so I didn't do anything with it. It stayed in the box. It was brand new. It was not refurbished or anything. No, brand new. It was $1,380. Where are you going? $1,380 for this laptop. Okay. So I get it out. I turned it on and fiddled with it exactly 2 times. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't get weird with it. I didn't download weird shit on it. I did not do any damn thing to this laptop that would have messed it up in any way. I was really just kind of tinkering with it. I didn't even do much. The 3rd time I went to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on. It wouldn't light up. It wouldn't turn on. It wouldn't do anything. So I thought, well, maybe it just needs to be plugged up. Maybe it's just not charged up. Plugged it up. Wouldn't even charge. It would not do anything. And this was the 3rd time. Now, I bought it in November. Now, this was in January, like the first, 2nd week of January. After the holidays were kind of over. That's when I got it out. I thought, well, okay, clearly there's something wrong with this laptop. Because, I'm really smart and observant. I know, I put all that together. It's pretty amazing. So I contacted, there's a computer guy here in town that I've had work on one of my computers before. So I contacted him. I said, hey, I got this laptop. Can I bring it to you for you to look at it? He said, sure. So my son dropped it off with him one day after he got off work. And he said, yeah, I can't get it to power up either. I can't get it to do anything at all. It is a brick. It really is just a paperweight. He said, I think it's your motherboard. But the thing is, these motherboards for gaming laptops are not like your typical motherboards. And they all come from China. They're all made in China. And with the tariff situation and everything, it's probably going to be expensive and difficult to get one right now. His recommendation was that I go to the seller on Amazon and see if I can, maybe get another one, swap it out for another one, get my money back, something. So I contacted the seller. The seller said, you bought this thing 5 months ago. Well, first of all, they said this. They said, you can send it to us and we could try to fix it. How about that? And I said, well, in all honesty, I don't know who you are. I don't really feel comfortable sending you this laptop. I mean, I don't know that I'll ever get it back. I don't know what you will do to it. I just feel like that's not something I'm interested in doing. Can I get my money back or exchange it? No. That's when they said, you bought this thing 5 months ago. We are not giving you your money back. You're not exchanging it. You're not doing anything. So well, it wasn't 5 months ago. It was 4 months ago. Because so at this point, all right, so the computer guy had it for a while. So this was at the beginning of March, like March 1st. So like I did not buy this five months ago. If we want to split hairs, it was not 5 months ago. It was 4 months ago. Barely. Really like 3.8 months ago. Anyway, Amazon would not give me a refund. The seller wouldn't give me a refund. So I communicated with Amazon. I talked to someone with Amazon earlier today. I was told that they have their A to Z guarantee. Don't worry, we'll straighten this out. We'll make sure you're happy, blah, 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 blowing sunshine up your ass like they do. So they communicated with the seller, and the seller came back almost immediately and said, we already told her she bought it 5 months ago. We're not giving her a refund. We're not doing anything for her. So once I saw that communication, I got an email about it. Once I saw that, I contacted Amazon again and was told, oh yeah, don't worry though, because even though the seller won't help you, we will make sure, that we'll put you right. We'll make sure that you are made whole. You're going to be fine. Don't worry. You're not going to be stuck with this defective laptop. Don't even worry about it. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. Well, just a few minutes ago, I got an email from Amazon. Sorry, popped up there. So I got an email from Amazon. We're so sorry. That's how it started. Like, oh shit. We know this is disappointing, but we have reviewed your case. We have determined that your purchase does not qualify for the A to Z guarantee. We have determined that you received the item that you purchased, and we cannot at this time give you a refund or an exchange. We're so sorry. Please continue to shop with us, though. Here's a link to Amazon if you want to go look for some stuff to purchase. Yeah, blow it out your ass. So, I have a $1,300 paperweight that won't come on. It won't do anything. I never got to use it. It's brand new. It is brand spanking new. So, I'm just a little disgusted with Amazon. Like, all the money I give you every year, like, so I'm just telling you now, I will never buy another electronic item from them. Certainly not anything expensive. I will certainly never buy another computer from them. No, not if that's what they're going to do. I think that's messed up. I have no recourse. I can't appeal. I can't do anything, I guess, except sit here with a laptop that doesn't work. So a little message to you, if you were thinking about buying anything like that on Amazon, I wouldn't. Why did it not qualify for the A to Z guarantee? They determined I got what I paid for. I got a laptop. So my purchase was what they said it was. It's a laptop. So you're good. You got what you purchased. So you don't qualify for the A to Z guarantee. So I guess that would be like if you bought a car and then you went to pick it up and realized it had no engine in it. Well, you got a car. Look at it. It's got 4 wheels and a body and a seat. You got what you purchased. So, push it on out of here and kiss my ass. Like, you're done. You don't get a refund. You don't get shit. You take your car and you push it on out of here. That's kind of what it's like. Like, well, you got what you paid for? Not really. Not if I can't use it. Not if it doesn't work. So, I sent a message to the computer guy, like, oh my God, here's what Amazon said. So he's obviously not going to respond. And he's great. He's really good at what he does, but he's not very good at responding. Sometimes it takes him a few days to respond. I'm really pissed about this. But he did tell me, if you have trouble with Amazon, we will go to the manufacturer because they have a warranty. There is a warranty. And we will start working on trying to see if the manufacturer will do anything. He said though it shouldn't be a problem if you bought it on Amazon. They should be willing to work with you, and normally they are. I mean, it seems like they're pretty good about stuff like this, but in this case, I feel like I really got screwed. I feel like Amazon screwed me on this. Um, yeah, I mean, okay, I get it. I get it. There has to be a cutoff. Like, you can't buy a laptop and then a year later, 2 years later, say, hey, I want my money back. I get that. I get that. And it's not their fault that I bought it in November and didn't take it out and try to use it until January. Like, that's not their fault. But I feel like that's not an unreasonable amount of time. I realize it's not right away, it's not within 30 days. And that was their thing initially. Like, you can't get a refund because it's been more than 30 days. Um, but that is a lot of money. That is a lot of damn money to just basically take out in the backyard and set on fire. So I guess, okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to talk to the computer guy, and we're going to get up with the manufacturer, and I'll have to get the serial. The computer guy he still has my laptop right now. I will get the information, and I will contact the manufacturer and see what they can do about a warranty. The computer guy does not know for sure that it's the motherboard. And I would have to tell them that. Like, I don't know what the problem is right now. I don't know for sure what's wrong with it. I don't know. It won't even charge. He said that when he plugged it up, like, the power's not going anywhere. He said, like, you plug it up, and he said, I've never seen anything like this. You plug it up, and it's like it's not getting any power at all. And I cannot figure out why. It should. In all, I mean, it should. There's no reason for it not to, but it's not getting any power. And he said it's not the cord, because I have another cord that is compatible. I tried it. That one didn't work either. It's not the cord. It is something weird with this computer. I don't know. I think it might be the motherboard, but I don't know that for sure. So, because, like, he can't get it to power up. Like, if I could get it to power up, I might be able to determine something, but I can't. So, yeah. I know, it sucks, Pumpkin. Like, I have not had to spend enough damn money. Now, I bought this laptop before all the fun happened around here with home improvement and all that shit. But, yeah, I wouldn't have bought it if I'd known I was going to end up having to do all the pipe stuff and everything here. But I can't go back and change it. So, shit. So anyway, I am going to tomorrow hopefully talk to the computer guy and start the process of communicating with the manufacturer about the warranty on this computer. Yeah, I don't know what else to do at this point because I'm stuck with it. I am stuck with this computer because the seller won't take it back. Well, they said they would take it back to fix it, but I have a weird feeling about that. Every fiber of my being is saying, do not send them this thing. I'm not sending this thing to some unknown seller out there, God knows where, selling shit on Amazon. No. This seller sells all kinds of stuff on Amazon. I have no reason to think they would know how to fix this computer. I think they would just get it, and then I would never see it again, and that would be the end of that. And the seller would just disappear or whatever. No, I'm not. That was their only option, was send it to us and we'll see if we can fix it. Or that's your only option with us. We're not going to do anything else for you. No, I'm not doing that. I don't see that ending well. I mean, would you? I don't feel like that's a good idea. But anyway, it just sucks because I'm stuck. I'm stuck with this computer that won't work. And it's brand new. And no one seems to care about that. No one seems to care. So, I don't know. I guess I'll just wait and see what I can find out from the computer guy. And then I will contact the manufacturer and try to start that process. And just see if I can fix it. Because I can't return it. I'm stuck with this computer. I'm just going to have to try to make it work. I don't know. I really don't know. But I just thought I would tell you that Amazon sucks, and I'm not happy with them right now. I've had good experience with their customer service before. This has kind of knocked me for a loop. I just feel like this is just not great. I mean, I'm not talking about like a $40 toaster here. It was over $1,300 and it's useless. It's completely useless. And I am just beyond pissed about it. So I'm going to start that process tomorrow, Pumpkin. Because, there's not enough, everyday bullshit to deal with. I hate being an adult sometimes. I mean, if I had to choose between being a kid and being an adult, I'd be an adult every time because it's way better than being a kid. When I was a kid, I always said I wanted to be grown. That's all I wanted, was to be grown. I didn't care what I did. I don't care what I do for a living. I just want to be an adult, because at least when you're an adult, people might listen to you, and you don't have people telling you what to do every 2 seconds. You can make your own choices. You can live your own life, and that is all I ever wanted. I want to be able to live my own life without people telling me what to do all the time. And I still like being an adult overall, but man, it's just the one thing about being an adult that bugs me is just all the little dumb shit that just never stops. It's like a never-ending, conga line of dumb shit. Like, it's just, there's always something stupid just brewing under the surface. And as soon as you conquer one dumb shit thing, another dumb shit thing pops up. It's like whack-a-mole, and it's whack-a-mole, and you get to play it until you pass away. The dumb shit never stops. If you're young, honey, the dumb shit never stops. I think as you get older, it gets dumber. Either that or my tolerance for it has decreased. It may be a little bit of both. I'm not sure. But the stupid, annoying little things, God, they never stop. It never stops. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Also, if you're interested in the story that I've been working on for an obscene amount of time, I've been writing a book. I don't know if you know that. I have been writing this book now. It's funny. I just thought about this on the way to work this morning. Wow, tomorrow it will be 25 years since I started the job that I got in Greensboro when I moved back down here from being in the cult up in Illinois. It was 25 years ago tomorrow that I started that job, and I worked there for 18 years. Man, that is crazy. But I was going to tell you, it has been almost 25 years since I first met Aiden and Liddy, the two of the main characters in River Road, the book I wrote. It's a fiction novel, but it has some stuff in it from when I was in the cult. There are some stories and things in there that are part of that. And if you were in the church, then there are I put in several inside jokes that if you were in the church you would get, but anybody else it just reads as part of the story. But if you were in the church, you would get the joke. And several of the people that were in the church read it, and they said, I saw you mention this. That was funny. I can't believe you remembered that. Yeah, I had to put that in there. Hey. So anyway, I've gotten to know Aiden and Liddy over the last 25 years. So it was in April of 2000 that I started writing River Road, and I finished that story in, I believe it was July of 2005. So it was like 4 years and 4 months. Is that right? No. 2004. No, sorry, July of 2004. That's when because the day I finished writing that story was like 2 days prior to finding out I was pregnant with my first child. It was I finished that right before I found out I was pregnant. It was right in there. And that would have been in 2004. So anyway, so I've gotten to know these characters, and I never thought I would do anything else with them when I finished writing that story. But then in 2010, I got an idea. An idea came to me. I didn't come up with it. These things just kind of come to me. Like, I don't write these stories. Like, I don't come up with them. It's like they're just sort of shown to me. It's weird. It's like watching a movie in my head, and I just write down everything I see and hear. And that's the way River Road was. I got an idea for another story. And the title of that one is Holiday, and it's actually going to be a bit longer than River Road. It's already over 700 pages. And I didn't really start writing stuff down right away, but it also has Aiden and Liddy in it. Aiden comes back into her life 13 years after the end of River Road, like where that story leaves you. Holiday picks up 13 years later when he kind of comes back into her life in a way. And so it was supposed to be a short story. It is no longer a short story. But I wanted to tell you, if you're interested in that, I have been working on it, and that's one really good thing about my full-time job is that I take my lunch hour, not every day, but I try to take a little bit of time at least 3 or 4 days a week. I would try to take at least 15, 20 minutes of my lunch hour to work on it. And I'm getting close. I'm not there, but I feel I am getting closer and closer to the end of this story. And this story, I can't really say a lot about it. I don't want to give anything away, but this story has a definitive, the very end of it is, it's the end of the road for Aiden and Liddy for us. Like, this is going to be the end. Like, there won't be any more with them after this. I think this is where we leave them. So this will be like my final goodbye to those characters. And I'm kind of sad, honestly. Like, I feel like I've been saying goodbye. I feel like I know them like they're real. Because I've known them now for 25 years. Next month it'll be 25 years I've known these two characters. And I'm going to tell them goodbye. And when I finish writing River Road, all the scenes of that story I could see very vividly in my mind until I finished the story, and then they kind of faded away. And I have a feeling the same thing is going to happen with Holiday. When I finish, I can see every scene of that story so clearly in my mind. I can hear the dialogue. I can see everything, like, in detail. But once I finish, it all just kind of fades. And I lose it forever, and it's gone. And that's got me really bummed out. Like, I'm going to miss that. This story has been rattling around in my head for 15 years. 15 years. Now, I wasn't working on it nonstop for those 15 years. I had little bitty kids back then and was on my own for most of that, working full time and trying to just survive. I'd go for a whole year or more and not even look at it, not even pick it up and write anything. But it was always on my mind, like it was always there. It never went away. It was always there. But I didn't worry about it, though, because I always knew that I could sit down and pick up on it again, and I would pick up on it again. I always knew I'm going to finish the story. I am. In due time, in good time, I will finish the story. Well, I'm getting there. I don't know how much longer it's going to be. I can't put a timeline on it. That's why I don't talk about it on my other channel, because people constantly like, when are you going to finish? Why aren't you done? Why aren't you done? You should be done by now. There's no timeline for it. Like, I'm not in control of how long this takes. It takes as long as it takes. The story will go until it's done. I'm not quite there yet, but I feel like we're getting close. And I've been typing it up as I go along. See, let me show you something. Do you see all these notebooks right here? This is part of Holiday. This is River Road right here. This is a printout of River Road. I have these notebooks. I buy these by like 10 at a time. And dusty. And when I fill them up, when I finish, actually I just finished one today, I will type it up and I will add it to the Word document that has it all in it. And I have the Word document saved in multiple places in case something happens to it. So when I finish one of these notebooks, I type it up. So I am now going to start typing up the one that I just finished filling up. So it's not like I have to sit and now type up all that. It's been typed up. It's ready to go. But knowing, I've been kind of bummed out for the last week or so, and I haven't been able to figure out why. I think that's why. I think it's because I know I'm getting so close. I'm getting close to the end, and I'm going to have to say goodbye to them. And I'm sad. Like, I am sad. I'm going to miss them. I'm really going to miss them. And if you, I'm going to tell you this, and this doesn't really spoil anything, but if you liked Aiden in River Road, oh my God, you are going to love him after you read this. You are going to, I think I have a little crush on him, honestly. You are going to love him after you read this. Oh my God. Wow. You learn a lot about him and his past, and how things came to be what they are. And it's really something. It's really something. I have thoroughly enjoyed writing it. It has been my honor to do this, and it has been a hell of a ride. I'm going to tell you, oh my God, Pumpkin. There are so many twists and turns in this story that you will not see coming. Oh my God. Now it's long, but it's a fast read. I feel like River Road was a fast read. This one is too. It's long, but don't let that intimidate you, because it is a very fast read. I think. I mean, it is for me. Like if I'm reading over it, I catch myself, I will just continue to read, and the next thing I know, I've been sitting there reading over this thing for a half hour. Like, oh, I only meant to look at this one. I wanted to go back and look at this one thing. I didn't mean to get into it. And I get into it and just start reading the damn thing. I already know what's going to happen, and I still get caught up in it. And I'm not saying that to brag about myself, because as I've said, I didn't come up with this story. I do not know how to explain it. It's like this story was given to me, not by, I don't know who. I don't know if I have a muse. I don't know. All I do, I am not sitting down and consciously coming up with the story. All I do, I see it play out in my mind like watching a movie. And the only thing I do is transcribe it. I will sit down, and that was a skill that I had to really practice. I have to be able to put on paper, in words, what I am seeing and hearing play out in my mind. And the trick is to be able to write it in such a way that the person reading it can experience what you experienced while you watched it play out in your mind. And that is hard, because some of these scenes are kind of hard to translate like that. But I did my best to do that, because I want you to be able to experience it the way I did. And this whole experience of being able to do that is amazing. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. It's better than just reading. It beats the hell out of just reading a book. It's like reading a book and watching a movie at the same time. It's weird, but it's really cool. I've never had this experience reading a book before, or watching a movie. It's unlike either of those things, and it is so cool. And I'm so glad that I got to do it, not only for River Road, but for Holiday. And if I ever get to do it again, like if any other ideas come to me, I'm going to be so excited to get to do this again. Oh my God. And there was one character that I was introduced to in this story. Her name is Claire. I don't want to say a whole lot about her, but if I ever get another idea for a story, I really hope it has her in it, because I really enjoyed her character. Just remember Claire if you're going to read this. I'm going to have it available on Amazon, on Kindle, and you can get hard copies. It's going to have to be broken up into at least 3 copies, just like River Road was, simply because it's so long. It has 2 definitive sections, 2 parts, part 1, part 2, and they are very different from each other. When you get to part 2, everything after that is different. It is wild. You get to part 2, it is nothing like part 1 at all. And the cool thing that I noticed is when you get to part 2, you go back, you learn some things in part 2. If you go back and read parts of part 1, they read differently, because you know some stuff that you didn't know then. And if you go back and read some parts of part 1, they don't read the same anymore. It's really weird, but I noticed that because I had to go back and look something up, and I thought, that doesn't read the same anymore now that I know what I know, because I didn't know, because I hadn't seen that part previously. It's neat. It's neat as hell, and I cannot wait to share it. It's not done yet. I will let you know when it's done. But those of you that have been waiting for this story, I just wanted you to know that I am working on it. It is getting there. Pumpkin, you look absolutely disgusted. She has the worst resting bitch face I've ever seen on a cat. Hey, Pumpkin. She always looks so angry. Pumpkin. Huh? Yeah? Oh. So I wanted you to know that I am working on it. Um, but I don't know how much longer it's going to be. Like, I can't predict. I don't know. I mean, I know the part I'm at now, and I have seen, I think, all of the stuff between where I am. I know how it ends. I've seen how it ends, and oh, I love the ending. There is one more hellacious twist at the very, very end. There is one final holy shit moment at the very end of the story, and I love it. I love it. Oh my god, when I saw it, I just about died. Oh my god. Okay. I cannot wait to share this story with y'all. Oh man. Oh, I will say this. It's funny because I thought, okay, well, this story will be different because it won't have religious themes like River Road did. It actually has more religious themes than River Road did, but it doesn't take place in a church or any, it doesn't have pastors, but it has more religious themes than River Road did. I think it kind of does. Um, and I'm going to have some not disclaimers, but some little things that I'm going to say, and I will read it just like I did the other one, in a series of videos on my other channel. And I will have some disclaimers, like there are some things that, if you feel this way, if you have this, these things are present in this story. You may not want to read it or hear it. It may bother you or something. I will have some things like that because there are some themes and events in the story that may not be things that you want to hear about. And I get that. They're not there. They're not gratuitous. Like, they're not there just for shock value. They're there because they're legitimately part of the story. So I just wanted to tell you that, number one, Amazon sucks. And number two, I've been working on my story and I'm sad. I'm looking forward to sharing it. I mean, that's the good thing. I want to share it. I want you to be able to enjoy it as much as I did and still am enjoying. I remember getting to this point in River Road when I like, you could kind of feel the end is kind of coming. And I remember getting kind of sad, like, oh my God, it's almost over. Because it took me 4 years and 4 months to write that story. And when I was getting close to the end, I remember feeling kind of depressed. It's like saying goodbye to an old friend. And this time I'm sad because I got to know them even better and I spent even longer with them. And I really do feel like this is goodbye. I feel like this will be the end of the road for us. We will part ways with Aiden and Liddy at the end of this story. There won't be any more with them. This will be the end, and I'm just sad. But I want to share it with you, and I'm excited to do that, and I will let you know when it's done. And it will be available. I'm going to have it on Kindle, hard copy, and I will read the story. But I'm going to filter the comments to keep out spoilers because there are, oh my Lord. I don't want it to be spoiled for anyone. You know, like if you're listening to me read it, I don't want some jackass coming in there. Because I don't know why people have to do this. Like, I know something you don't, blah. And then they share this thing that ruins it for you. I'm going to filter all the comments so people cannot do that. I will only allow comments that don't spoil anything. Because I am not going to let that happen. So anyway, I'm pissed at Amazon, but tomorrow is another day. And you know, that's how it is in life. That's how it is. Stupid shit happens. You deal with it. Eventually you come to some sort of resolution, or you don't, and you just accept the fact that it sucks. And you move on to the next stupid shit that has popped up. The next bubble of shit that has popped up from the swamp of adulthood just has blown up in your face, and like, oh, here's some new shit. Yay, let's tackle that. And you do that until you die. I mean, that's just life, man. just try to have some good days interspersed throughout. I think that's very important. But right now I gotta go get my shower. I gotta finish working on my nails. I really wish I had saved this sweater to wear, but I wasn't planning on wearing this. I just picked it out, and it really does go super duper well with this sweater that I wore today. It's like my Superman blue sweater. But anyway, Amazon sucks, and I'm almost done writing my story. So, boo and yay. Thank you so much for watching. Say bye, Pumpkin. Pumpkin! Hey, say bye. Oh, yeah. I hope you're having a good week so far. Mine's pretty good, but I'm kind of pissed at Amazon. But other than that, it's been a pretty good week so far. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.